Hey, Silas. Next story. The Spider and the Fly. Welcome to another story time, though. The Spider and the Fly is a really, really old book. Well, this book is not old, but the story is old. It was originally written in 1829. So this story is almost 200 years old. And it was written originally by a Mary Howitt, and it's meant to be what you call a cautionary story. Cautionary means you have to be very careful. And in the story, she's trying to explain to you that you need to be very careful who you trust. Now, the man who did the illustrations for this book is, let me see if I can get it right, Tony DiTerlizzi or DiTerlizzi, not sure, an Italian name. I'm not so hot about Italian names as far as pronunciation. But anyway, here is the story. There's the mean, nasty little spider. He's mean in this story, I guess. And then there is our fly. It looks like a little girl fly. All right, so we're going to read this really old story. The Spider and the Fly. Now, this is a very dark book. It's all black and white and gray. So it's very what you call monochromatic. And there is the spider's house. It's a very large spider house. Okay, I'm going to show you the picture first so you can get an idea of what we're looking at. There's the spider with his gigantic legs. Oh, and they're even showing his little feet. Looks like he's got little shoes on. Golly, that's some big legs. And there's our little fly, our little girl fly. And it says, "Will you walk into my parlor?" said the spider to the fly. A parlor is a living room. "'Tis the prettiest little parlor that you did spy. The way into my parlor is up a winding stair, and I have many curious things to show you when you are there." He looks very charming. His face, he's trying to seem very polite. But the girl fly says, "Oh, no, no," said the little fly. "To ask me is in vain, for who goes up your winding stair can ne'er come down again." And there she is. She's telling the spider, I'm not going into your living room and get eaten. No way, Jose. "I'm sure you must be weary, dear, with soaring up so high. Will you rest upon my little bed?" said the spider to the fly. "There are pretty curtains drawn all around. The sheets are fine and thin. And if you'd like to rest a while, I'll snugly tuck you in." And there's the spider with his long legs sitting in a nice chair. The look on his face, he's got a little beard and a mustache. He's trying to be so very charming. "Oh, no, no," says the little fly, "for I've often heard it said, they never, never wake again who sleep upon your bed." So she's telling him, I'm not taking a nap in your bed and getting eaten. No way. Spiders eat flies. Said the cunning spider to the fly, "Dear friend, what can I do to prove the warm affection I've always felt for you? I have within my pantry good store of all that's nice. I'm sure you're very welcome. Will you please take a slice? And look, he's offering her. He's got a nicely cooked beetle bug. Ew. And he's offering her a bite to eat. And she's just sitting at the table. Look, her little antennae are tucked under her hat. Oh, no, no, says the little fly. Kind sir, that cannot be. I've heard what's in your pantry, and I do not wish to see. And there she is. She doesn't want anything in his kitchen or his pantry because she knows he's going to try to eat her up. Ooh, but check out these little bugs or something in the bowl. It's something with a lot of legs. Sweet creature, said the spider, you're witty and you're wise. How handsome are your gauzy wings. How brilliant are your eyes. I have a little looking glass upon my parlor shelf. If you'd step in 1 minute, dear, you shall behold yourself. So he's offering to let her look into a mirror. That's what a looking glass is. That's a very old way of saying a mirror. And like, he has got massive legs. And he's showing her in the mirror. I thank you, gentle sir, she said, for what you're pleased to say. And bidding you good morning now, I'll call another day. So that means she's like, I'm not sure about this. I'm just going to go ahead and head out. The spider turned him round about and went into his den. For well he knew the silly fly would soon come back again. So he wove a subtle web and a little corner sly, and set his table ready to dine upon the fly. So he decided, even though she's gone, I'm going to go ahead and get my web ready because I'm pretty sure she's going to come back because flies are nosy like that. Oh, and look, he's got his big old hat on now. Oh, he's super sly and clever. Then he came out to his door again and merrily did sing, Come hither, hither, pretty fly, with the pearl and silver wing. Your robes are green and purple. There's a crest upon your head. Your eyes are like the diamond bright, but mine are dull as lead. So he's singing a sweet little fly song to try and get her to come back to his house. Alas, alas, how very soon this silly little fly, hearing his wily flattering words, came slowly flitting by. With buzzing wings she hung aloft, then near and nearer drew, thinking only of her brilliant eyes and green and purple hues, thinking only of her crested head. Poor foolish thing, at last. Oh, he's even giving her hand a smooch. Oh, he's so charming. She listened to his pretty song. So poor foolish thing at last, up jumped the cunning spider and fiercely held her fast. So there's his web. Uh-oh. And he snatched her up. And he's got her in his hat so she can't get out. So he's holding her tight. He dragged her up his winding stair into his dismal den, within his little parlor, but she ne'er came out again. And there's his shadow, all creepy. Oh, he's got a fork and knife ready to go. And there she is, all wound up in his web. He's got her all tied up. And now, dear little children, who may this story read, to idle, silly, flattering words, I pray you never give heed. Unto an evil counselor, close heart and ear and eye, and take a listen from this tale of the spider and the fly. And look, there's her gravestone, and there's her little bug ghost, her little fly ghost, and there's other bug ghosts, I guess, that the spider ate, and now they have little bug ghosts. So this story is a very good one. It just means to be very careful who you trust, and if you don't know somebody, you don't go to them. Always trust your mom and dad and let them handle anybody you don't know. I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope you're all snugly warm in your bed. And I hope you want to have a wonderful night, wonderful day tomorrow. I love you so much, Silas. Good night.